Okay, so I see your nails are painted.
Yeah.
Can you tell me, oh, they're stickers. Can you tell me why?
Well, sometimes they can't see the signs at night, so they need a little something to make sure they can see them, especially when guys are throwing 100. I don't want them to throw a fastball, and I think a slider's coming, so it makes it easier.
During the third inning, our radio broadcaster, Dennis Higgins, noticed while you're out in left field, you had your sunglasses on top of your hat while you had the sun in your eyes. Is that a fashion choice?
No, well, I mean,
Talking about being a part of this organization, I know this isn't your first time being a part of this organization, and you also played against the Drillers at one point. What does it mean to be back here with the Dodgers?
It means the world to me.
So you did really well tonight. 2 doubles, 5 RBIs was working for you at the plate tonight. So when you come off a performance like this, what type of emotions do you have when you're finally out of the game and you're like, man, like I just did that?
It just feels great. I'm just thinking, thank God.
Bottom of the 5th, you see your bases are loaded and you're walking up to the plate. What was going through your mind? This is the 7th day in a row for the Drillers and yourself to have to play some baseball. What are you doing to keep not only your head in the game, but also to keep your energy levels up?
yeah, it's tough.
Talk about the work ethic of this team. You know, you're deep into the season. Like, I know you just got back, but you're deep into the season. You're figuring things out, and you're winning games right now. What's been the message from Hennessy?
We just got to keep going out there and keep working.
First of all, welcome to Tulsa. Incredible outing tonight with 6 innings pitched, no earned runs, 5 strikeouts. How does it feel to have such a great outing your first time out here as a Driller? You are on a hot streak right now. You have 21 games in a row that you've made it onto base. What are you doing that's making you successful to get to first base?
What?
As you get deeper into the season, what are you doing to keep yourself healthy and also ready for every start?
Away.
Okay, Orlando, you had a season high night of 7 innings pitched and also tied your season high with 7 strikeouts. What was working for you on the mound?
Honestly, everything was working.
You had an incredible performance today. You hit your season high of 7 innings pitched. How are you feeling about your development? Okay, Taylor, you all have a bounce back win tonight after a 5-game losing streak. How does it feel to bring home this huge win tonight?
I didn't even know we're on a 5-game losing streak, actually.
So I heard that Kendall Williams' dog, Kodak, has been making an appearance in the in the clubhouse. What has it been like having a dog with y'all all the time?
He's really easygoing. The dude loves to eat, though.
So I know you typically pick the red oily caps, the blue uniforms. Did you miss not being able to pick your uniforms tonight?
I did miss it, but I'm glad we wore it in the first game today, and we got the dub. So it was awesome.
We have some fresh faces to the AA mound tonight. Tulsa Carlos Duran and Wichita's Kyle Jones are both making their AA debut. Both of them made a couple appearances at some other ball clubs this year, but neither of them have pitched over 3 innings. We'll see how long they stay on the mound. 2 nights ago, Driller Damon Keith was hit by a 94-mile fastball under his left arm in the rib area. Tonight, he returns to the lineup and hits a home run during his first at-bat. Thanks to his home run, the Drillers are now tied back up with the Somerset Patriots for most home runs in AA baseball. We're heading into the bottom of the 5th, but during the top of the 2nd, Amarillo's Ivan Melendez knocked in his 15th home run of the year. He now leads the Texas League in home runs. His family's been in the ballpark during this series, and they've been rocking his alma mater of Texas. I would say it's a little brave to be wearing Texas here in Oklahoma. Drillers are winning 4-2. More Drillers baseball is coming right back. Let's head back upstairs to the voice of the Drillers, Dennis Higgins. When you think about Drillers baseball, you don't necessarily think about stolen bases. The Drillers as a team are second to last in the Texas League for stolen bases. But you know who leads the Texas League in stolen bases? Drillers' own Taylor Young with 26. Tonight is the first time the Tulsa Drillers and the Corpus Christi Hooks are playing each other this season. And right now, the Corpus Christi Hooks have not been doing too hot. They are last in the Texas League South Division, and for the second half of the season, they've only picked up 2 wins over 11 games. On the flip side, the Drillers are leading the Texas League North Division for the second half of the season. They picked up 8 wins over 12 games, and they have a 4-game winning streak. There's no way to spin it. Tulsa and Wichita both have a long history of aviation and being rivals in sports. Because of this, the Coors Light Propeller Series was born. Since 2021, Tulsa and Wichita have been battling back and forth to take home the Propeller Trophy. No joke, it is literally a huge propeller. Right now, the series is tied. If you missed the bottom of the second inning, you missed a season-high night for the Drillers. They brought home 9 runs in that inning, and they also brought back the home run leader title for AA baseball. This time, though, they share that first place title with the AA affiliate of the Yankees, the Somerset Patriots. The Corpus Christi Hooks are the AA affiliate of the Houston Astros. And you know who's no fresh face to Houston? Corpus Christi shortstop Bryce Matthews. He grew up outside of Houston in Humble, Texas. And while in Humble in high school, he was a two-way star. He played baseball and football, and on the football team, he was the all-state quarterback. More Drillers baseball is coming right back. The score is tied as we head up to bat for the Drillers. We're heading into the top of the second inning, and Brendan Davis is taking his spot at first base. Even though he's been playing professional baseball for the past 9 years, this is actually his 3rd time ever to be playing first base. The last time, though, he played first base was actually a couple weeks ago in Amarillo against the Sod Poodles. And we have a new face on the field. Jacob Metter is making his AA debut tonight. But he's no stranger to the Texas League. Back in 2020, he was a part of the Frisco Rough Riders. That's when the Texas League turned into a collegiate summer baseball league. During this series, I made 2 friends, but they've also made some friends during this series. We have Katie and Grayson, and they've been my friends upstairs during the past 3 games here. Katie's actually the Wichita Wind Surge broadcaster's daughter. Okay, Katie, what's been your favorite part about being upstairs in the press box?
Spending time with Ava and Grayson.
How about your...
And hitting the flame.
What about you, Grayson?
Hitting the flame.
I know, hitting the flame's really fun, but we need some runs on the board right now for the Drillers. More Drillers baseball is coming right back. Let's head back upstairs to the voice of the Drillers, Dennis Higgins.
I don't know if you guys know this, but like over 100 years ago, there was actually a black shoemaker that was right here, where we are right now. We are a sneaker and apparel boutique here on Black Wall Street in Greenwood. We have all the heat, you know, we have the hottest sneaker releases. Basically, we can carry anything, we can order anything. Primarily Jordans, Nikes. We get into New Balance and Adidas a little bit. And then we carry like a lot of local apparel, especially Black-owned brands, Native-owned brands. To know that the Greer Shoe Shop was here before us all that time ago and endured literally the destruction of its business. If they could survive that, come back, like there's really nothing that I feel like we can't survive. Now I feel a great responsibility to carry on the legacy of the great entrepreneurs that came before me, to carve out something that future generations can build on, just like Silhouette is, you know.
My grandma, when I played in the NBA, she would always cook peach cobbler when my teammates came to town. And they're like, oh, we can't wait to go play in Sacramento again because KJ's grandma is gonna cook some peach cobbler. My grandma was born in Tulsa, believe it or not. Born in Tulsa, raised in Tulsa till she was 20 years old. Tulsa is where she learned all her tricks of the trade. So how cool is it to be able to open our 3rd store in Tulsa where we're featuring my grandma's recipes. People are looking for signs of hope and life and vitality and businesses that are willing to take a chance. We have 80 jobs here, not 4, not 5, 80. So for us to be one of the largest Black employers of people in our community, that means a lot for us. I think the other thing that's cool for me is I played for the Phoenix Suns. So I played with Wayman Tisdale and Richard Dumas, who are both from Tulsa. So Tulsa's got some basketball talent too.
What made you decide that position out of all the positions as a kid?
I remember catching in general.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just like putting the gear on, honestly, like looking different than everyone else. I always said I look like a transformer out on the field, so like that's my thing. So yeah, when I walk out with all the gear, I kind of feel special.
And actually one of my coworkers comes upstairs and said, hey man, you need to answer your phone right now. I was like, why? He's like, because they're trying to call you and you keep blowing them off. And I'm like, oh no. When I told her about the Dodgers, she was like the Dodgers? And I'm like, yes, Mom, the Los Angeles Dodgers. And she was freaking out.
So I know you're an OSU alum. How does it feel to be back here in Oklahoma?
Feels great. Feels great. I didn't know if I'd ever be back here and after going to Oklahoma State, but then once the Dodgers picked me up and everything else, it was like, all right, now the opportunity's there. So I'm happy to be here and I'm excited to kind of play for the Drillers and just be in Oklahoma in general.
So in Kyle Hurt's video for you, he says Lil Henny. Were you the one to nickname him?
No, Jesse Guffey is. So in spring training of 22, I'm eating with Jesse Guffey at breakfast, and he goes, "There's your son." And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" And he goes, "That's Kyle Hurt." I didn't even know who Kyle Hurt was because he hadn't been here yet. And I'm like, "Oh my God, he kind of does." He goes, "He looks just like you."
Last season, I helped Jesse Guffey with a couple of the videos that you got throughout your treatment. And I kept hearing this one phrase, Henny Hot.
Henny Hot.
Where did that come from?
That's because when we play cards, and I don't play cards with them a lot. I will in the clubhouse some. It's like for 5 minutes, but always on the bus. I'm playing cards with them. And then someone said one day, like, had won like 3 or 4 hands in a row and won some money. And they're like, "Henny Hot, Henny's hot." And it just stuck. And I'll say it too, like if I'm talking noise to them, and if they don't say it, if I've won 3 or 4 hands, I'll say it to them just to get under their skin. But someone said it one day on the bus, and it kind of just stuck.
We played only 7 full innings, so here's 7 things from yesterday's game. Bottom of the first, Austin Bex hits a grand slam. After a fully bases loaded walk and an RBI single, Austin slams his 2nd home run of the year to bring the score to 6-0. Next time up to bat, Dawn Rushing felt like joining the party and hit his 1st home run of the year. But the slam session didn't end there. Taylor Young hits his 2nd home run of the year in the bottom of the 2nd. However, Arkansas traveler Morgan McCullough helped to keep the Travs in the game when he slashed a 3-run homer. That didn't stop the Drillers from holding back in the bottom of the 7th. They bring in 5 more runs to bring the score to 14-5. On the mound, Tulsa pitchers combined for 11 strikeouts with only 1 walk. Thanks to slippery and rainy conditions, 2 bats flew across the field during the bottom of the 7th. I'm Ava, and that's the roundup. We got round 2 of opening day pitchers taking the mound tonight, and it's a lefty versus lefty matchup. The Drillers started on the road this season in Springdale, Arkansas versus the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, and now the matchup is here tonight at One Oak Field. On the road, the Drillers did really well. They swept the 3-game series with the Naturals. On the mound tonight for the Drillers is former Oklahoma State Cowboy Justin Robleski, and for the Naturals, it's Noah Cameron. Noah Cameron is also Gavin Stone's former teammate at the University of Central Arkansas. Not only that, we got familiar faces in the ballpark tonight. Former driller Leonel Valera is suiting up with the Naturals. He was a part of the 2022 Driller squad. Drillers baseball is on its way, and Game 1 of the series starts soon. Tonight will be Ben Casparius' 2nd start this season. Last week, he started against the Naturals, delivering 6 strikeouts and 2 2/3 innings. His stat line shows 3 hits, 2 runs, and 5 walks. But what it doesn't show you is Casparius' ability to handle pressure when runners are in scoring position. Bottom of the 1st, with runners on 2nd and 3rd, all he had to do was deliver 1 more out to get out of the jam. And he does. He delivers 3 more strikes to be able to get out of the inning. This happens again in the bottom of the 2nd. Runners get into scoring position on 2nd and 3rd thanks to a line drive and a double. He delivers 2 more strikeouts on the Naturals. However, he then walks a batter that makes bases loaded. With 1 out away, he handles the pressure and delivers a strikeout. In the bottom of the 3rd, the inning started off strong with 2 outs and no one on base. He was rocking and rolling, but then bases became loaded with 3 walks in a row, and that was when a call to the bullpen was made. Regardless of how his first start of the season ended, his ability to handle sticky situations is what makes it exciting to see him here in Tulsa. From playing in Little League to trying to make it to the big leagues, Jainer Fernandez is a name you've already seen on ESPN.
Hello, my name is Jainer Fernandez.
He takes us back to when he got to represent his country at the Little League World Series.
Creo que eso fue uno de mis mejores momentos de mi vida.
One of the most memorable moments of his life.
Porque siento que me hice más pelotero en ese momento.
Because he felt like more than a ball player at that time.
Porque al saber o al estar más cerca de lo que era Grandes Ligas, por decirlo así, que era Pequeñas Ligas, Grandes Ligas.
Yeah, he said it gave him a little perspective, felt like he was getting closer to the big leagues being on such a big stage.
Porque los juegos los pasan por televisión, ESPN,
Yeah, being on ESPN at that age and
fue algo demasiado. Me sentí orgulloso de estar ahí.
Really proud moment for him.
Janer explains why you won't catch him on a mound at a Drillers game.
Bueno, porque primero por el tamaño, será muy pequeño y también que siempre como que sigo bueno con el bate y me ha caracterizado por esa parte.
Yeah, he said when he was younger and he was small, he realized that pitching might not be the long-term answer. So taking advantage of that and the fact that he's such a good hitter is what led him to play the infield.
However, what has stayed the same is the number on his back.
Porque cuando fui a Pequeñas Ligas, pocos años después mi abuela murió, falleció. Y ella siempre quería verme jugar en televisión, me recuerdo.
He said he always wanted to stick with it. He said his grandmother back then, she passed away, but he wanted to stick with it for her, and he's going to wear it until he gets to the big leagues.
But he's not only here to play ball. He is here to be a role model too.
Sí, me recuerdo muy bien porque cuando fui para Pequeñas Ligas, nos llevaron para un partido de béisbol.
Yeah, he said he remembers it was definitely special when he was in the Little League World Series. They got to go to a baseball game, so he wants to give that to them.
Y por eso cada vez que vienen los niños trato de dar mi 100%.
Yeah, he said he wants to give them confidence that 100% they could achieve what he did.
In pure Little League World Series fashion, he got asked who his favorite player was for his intro video.
My favorite player is Alcides Escobar.
And we wanted to know if that answer was still true.
No. Now it's Miguel Cabrera, probably.
We know favorite players change over time, but we have a strong feeling that he'll become a longtime favorite in Tulsa.